Okay, so welcome everyone. I am Pratnesh Pramani from Sports Trumpet, and today we have three new cricket experts joining us: Rachit, Atharva, and Lalit. So, Rachit, I'd like to ask you about yesterday's match. Give us your 2 cents on it.
Actually, I'm a big fan of CSK, so I was with CSK, and I'm happy that CSK at least won. And it was good to see MS Dhoni in form again. He is a great finisher, and he has showed it again that he is still the great finisher. And it will be very tough for CSK to reach at the top of the table, as it is still on this second last. But it was good to see that match, and I'm happy that CSK is won.
Atharva, would you like to add to this?
Sorry?
Would you like to add to this?
Yeah, I mean CSK versus MI has always been, nail biter matches. It's called the El Clasico of IPL. So the match was gonna be bomb, and there's no doubt about it. And MS Dhoni finishing off on the last ball of the match was just a cherry on the cake. So overall, it was a beautiful match. And as a neutral fan, I loved the match.
True, it was a nostalgic moment to see Dhoni finishing it off his time. So, Lalit, as you're a DC fan, I'd like to ask you about the match versus Punjab Kings.
Yeah, actually, the mood in the camp was not so good considering their camp had COVID cases right after their physio tested positive. They had a few cases, then their number 3 player, Mitch Marsh, got positive. So it was very good to see them, crush Punjab by 9 wickets. And, they're still on the road for the playoffs, I feel. A few matches from here on, if they win by a good margin, I see them qualifying.
Okay, well said. So, Atharva, I'd like to ask you about Rajasthan's form right now.
Well, as a KKR fan, this season hasn't been great for us. Okay, we have lost couple of very close matches, and the match against Rajasthan was a total heartbreak. Okay, Shreyas Iyer playing a gem of a knock, Aaron Finch coming back into the form. This match, the KKR winning this match was written all over it. But then Yuzi Chahal with his leg spins took a hat trick, if I'm not wrong, took a hat trick in the match. And yeah, our chase went downhill from that over onwards. Umesh Yadav tried to bring the chase back onto track, but by that time it was too late. And yeah, it was a proper heartbreak.
Were you impressed by Obed McCoy defending the runs in the last over on his debut?
Obviously, he had a fantastic debut, and considering he was benched for like starting 5 to 6 matches, it was good to see him perform on his debut match. But it was sad that he performed against KKR.
Okay, so let's talk about the preview about today's match. So, as you know, Delhi versus RR has been shifted to the Wankhede Stadium from the MK Police. So, as you know, the average score in the last few matches at the Wankhede has been 194. And Josh Butler, the orange cap holder, is with RR. So, who do you think will come out on the top in the power play? Rachit?
Obviously, Josh Butler, he has scored 200s in the last few matches, and also many 50s. So he's in very good form, and I think he will play today's match also in that continuation of that form. So I think yes, he will have an edge on the other players. And talking about other players, I think David Warner and Prithvi Shaw from the Delhi Capitals are also in a very good form, and they will also score a good runs in power play.
That is true. Other, who do you think will come out on top if they come into a battle? Josh Butler or Kuldeep Yadav?
I think I'll go with Josh Butler. The kind of form he is in. Obviously, even Kuldeep Yadav is in a great form, but on a pitch like Wankhede, especially if Rajasthan Royals is batting second, then dismissing Josh Butler would be a very, very difficult task, considering the kind of form he is in. And on Wankhede, considering the div, I don't think Kuldeep Yadav would be that much effective. And bonus point, I'll be watching the match from the stands.
That's a great opportunity that you're getting. Lalit, who do you think will come out on the power play? Will it be David Warner or will it be the Rajasthan bowlers, Trent Bolt? And
I feel both of these teams do well batting first. Probably Rajasthan does better than Delhi when they bat first. So as usual, Josh Butler has scored a couple of hundreds this season, and both of them came batting first. So I feel if Rajasthan Royals bat first, they have a great chance of winning this one, simply because of the fact that first of all, their batting is top notch this season. And secondly, Yuzi has been in a great nick. Picking up a hat trick last match. So he must be in a great state of mind right now coming into this match. So I feel if Rajasthan bat first, being a DC fan, I still feel they have a greater chance of winning the match.
Okay, so the next question is to you. Do you think Ashwin will open the bowling against the Prithvi Shaw and David Warner?
Uh, I feel, all these things are tactical changes. They do not want to, repeat these things in each and every match. Sometimes it is just to, disturb their opponents. They do these tactical changes, I feel. And Ravi Ashwin has been a character of his own, He does all these things on the field. Off the field, he has been a great character. So you don't know what to expect from Rajasthan and Ravi Ashwin. But, it will be a great thing to watch if he opens.
Okay. Atharva, who do you think can break the partnership between Warner and Shaw tonight?
I think it has to be one of these spinners. It's either Yuzvendra Chahal or Ravichandran Ashwin, because as we all know, David Warner is a phenomenal player of pace bowling, and so is Prithvi Shaw. So it has to be either of Yuzvendra Chahal or Ravichandran Ashwin, and it has to be some of the variations. If Ravichandran bowls one of his prime carom balls or something, then there's a chance of dismissing Shaw or Warner.
Like the
I
one
would
that
like to
he
add to
bowled.
this. I feel, Prithvi Shaw as a batsman, you don't see a lot of problems with his batting lately. The only problem, if he faces from the faster bowlers, I feel is he will face from Trent Bolt, and mostly
Yes.
he is not good with short balls and stuff. So if
Agree,
Trent Bolt
absolutely.
As you do
persists
mention
with
short
his
balls.
short length, yeah, so
Ah,
he can get him out.
so as you do mention short balls, Prasidh Krishna can harry him with his speed. That will be an
Yes, yes,
interesting
definitely.
matchup as well.
Yeah.
Right,
Rachit,
right.
who do you think will
Yeah.
come out on top tonight?
Obviously Josh Butler as a batsman, and spinner I think Yuzvendra Chahal, because he, as Atharva rightly spoke, that he's in great form. He's in great state of mind. So I think he has a edge on of the other players.
Okay, and who will you all be supporting? Atharva?
Well, I'm a neutral fan considering this match, but I'll be routing for all my favorite players to perform, like Josh Butler, David Warner, Yuzvendra Chahal. So, team as such, I'm not supporting any particular team, but I would prefer my favorite players to perform and come at the top.
Okay, fair enough. Rachit, who will you be supporting?
I'm supporting Rajasthan Royals tonight.
Okay. And Lalit, as you know, you will be supporting Rajasthan.
No, he is a DC.
I'll
Okay,
be
and
supporting DC, but I feel there are a few points on which Rajasthan needs to, capitalize. Their middle order has been great, but there has been a consistent problem with number 4 either or number 5. Like Simran Hetmar sometimes turns up at number 4, sometimes at number 5. So they still have a place to fill number 4 or 5. So the finisher role, I think they should go with Hetmar as a finisher, not as a number 4. So there is a place to fill, I guess. And if they are, able to do it properly, then there is no stopping to Rajasthan Royals, I feel, because this season they have, ticked every box.
Agree.
and as we know, there have been call-ups for Dhruv Jorel to open the batting alongside Josh Butler in place of Devdutt Padikkal. What are your views on this, Atharva?
Will you please repeat the question? I didn't get it.
There have been calls that Dhruv Jorel should open the batting
Okay.
alongside Josh Butler. What are your views on this? Dhruv Jorel is a young Indian wicketkeeper batsman who plays for MP, and he has been in outstanding form.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen much of Dhruv, but I think I would give a longer road to Devdutt Padikkal considering the kind of form he has been for the past 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, he scored a duck. He scored a duck in the last match, but in the previous match he seemed in a good form, and I would give him a longer road.
Okay, and there's also an option of putting Dhruv Jorel at the top and Devendra Patel coming up in at number 3 or number 4. That will sort out the middle order a bit for Rajasthan.
I would prefer not to tinkle with the batting lineup. According to me, the
Yes.
batting lineup is perfect, and Devdutt should open. If he's playing, then he should open. Otherwise, he should be at the bench.
Yes. So lastly, I like to ask you all about the matchup between Simran Hetmyer and Kuldeep. Lalit.
I feel Kuldeep Yadav has a great chance to take wicket of Simran Hetmyer in the middle overs. But if he comes bowling at the death, Simran Hetmyer will kill him.
That is true. Atar, would you like to add on this?
Yeah, well, as we all know, Kuldeep Yadav is a Chinaman. He'll turn the ball away from Simran Hetmyer, which is going to be an advantage because Simran Hetmyer most likely loves to go over mid wicket or over long on, and Kuldeep Yadav, considering he'll turn the ball away from Hetmyer, it would be an interesting battle to watch, and I think Kuldeep Yadav would come at top.
Okay, Rajat, do you feel the same? Okay, so now I like to end the meeting. Thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you all again.
Thank you, Prathamesh.
Thank you.